Oh. Okay. All right. So the thing was actually Saul told me about it. It was on my phone. So that's my bad. It did give you some sort of clarification. So, and then there's this stuff, which I think that I saw a moron here, or a moray. I'm not sure. Yeah, there we are. Do I? Do I put that up here? There we go. All right. Maybe. Okay. So I need to get the order complete. Patricia Mort Fama Tempo. God damn it. Oh, what? Eternitia. Let's try it then. So do I put Eternitia last then? Nope. Fuck. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's it. There we go. Alright. That phone is fucking handy. Alright. Yeah, it's amazing how much, like, useful information people just happen to be posting for me. It's almost like it's a massive coincidence or something. Got my light on. Oh, down the ladder. I don't know what's down that ladder, but I'm doing it. Whoa. Jesus. Well, these people are pretty... Oh, that's Jessica. Recognize some of these people. Is Monica in this group? Oh, frozen.
I'm surprised to think someone outside our brotherhood has made it this far.
Wait, I know you.
That's right. I'm Vigo Baratsov, the owner of this ship.
You sound like a
Met in
Vigo.
the cargo hold, Rooney. A belated greeting. Welcome to the Oceanus. I hope you enjoy your cruise with us to our eternal paradise.
No!
And that's Eric.
Let go of me! No! No! No!
Don't struggle, Rooney. Father's going to take
Oh.
us to eternity.
Jesus.
Wait. Huh? That voice.
Well then. Yay! Monica saved me.
You okay,
I
Rooney?
still hate you and hope you die. But
Monica,
thanks, I
what are
guess.
you doing here? I I told you I would be right behind you.
Haha. She wasn't lying.
It doesn't matter how much of a big shot celebrity he is if he's lost his mind.
Jesus Christ, Scissor Walker is so fucking slow. It's like is Scissor Walker like secretly a turtle or a tortoise? Because that's the only explanation there can be. Fuck. Yeah, alright. That's right.
Rooney, you're gonna
Jesus
let them kill
Christ.
You still haven't let go of your death wish?
Shut up.
You're right. Sorry, Monica.
You might want to speed this along. He has fucking shears and he wants to kill you.
No matter the cost. Rooney?
What? I thought you were just gonna like fucking show it to him or something. You're gonna rip your... It's that easy. Like that. Like snap of the fingers, no fucking problem. Jesus Christ. And it's just standing there letting you do this. It's like, huh. Well, it does have that guy's eye. So...
Revenge is yours! Destroy the man who turned you into a monster!
Okay then. I'm gonna kill you.
Wait! This can't be! No!
She told me to do it. I have to do it.
Wait! Wait! Oh, no. No. Hey! No, no, no! Wait! Wait!
You don't have the magic eye.
No way!
You can't make me do that.
No! 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 Wait! No! Wait!
It's almost like Scissor Walker is basically Mr. Plinkett. Or my, like, rendition of Mr. Plinkett or something. Why? Why green fire? And why are other people, like, in green fire? Did I miss something? Or is this just slocky garbage? Because I feel like it's the latter. But you never know.
This is Rescue 103. We found the ship requesting rescue. It's definitely the Oceanus. Over. Roger that. All units in the vicinity are heading your way. Over.
Oh, is that the end of the game? Oh. Okay. Well then. That... I don't know what to say. Like, this fucking... Oh my god. This game is so bad. This... Just... Okay, I'm gonna try to collect my thoughts for a second. Okay, so evidently... She rips out her eye, puts in the glass eye that I believe belongs to Vigo, and it's like magic, so now Scissor Walker's like, ah, I'm free, I can kill other people. And so I'm gonna kill Vigo now, because he said so. You better watch out, Vigo, I'm gonna kill you. And he kills Vigo, or she, or whatever. I don't know. And then the helicopter gets there. And so it's like, is Scissor Walker basically just like Rooney's like slave or something, or what? Like now does it just do whatever she says, or was like the eye, or her ripping her eye out and putting a new one like a way for the Scissor Walker to now be free to do what it wants? And now that rescues come, is Scissor Walker gonna kill them? Or does Rooney say like, no, you can't kill them, you gotta stay here on the ship forever? Or does Scissor Walker, like, now that Scissor Walker is like free, like, does it go back to like to land? Like, does it go back to the United States and get a desk job, like a 9-to-5, and just like, it's like Bill Lumber gets its boss now, and it has to like work in programming? Or is there like specialized occupations for vicious demon monsters that are apparently not demon monsters but are like experiments? What the fuck is this fucking game? What the fuck? God. Okay, listen, I'm fully willing to admit that I ignored like half the story because this game is bad and I hate it. I don't hate it, I just strongly dislike it. So maybe I missed some plot points. I mean, there was the stuff with the diary, but like that doesn't like fix the fact that a lot of this story doesn't make fucking sense, and there seems to be a lot of plot holes and a lot of things that went unexplained. And given the fact that this is the type of game that likes to exposit a lot of its plot points, like just flat out tell you what's going on in a not so cloaked way, like it just kind of bluntly tells you, that's kind of even more inexcusable. Because if you're just gonna flat out tell me things about the story and why it makes sense, at least go all out. Don't be a little bitch and just be like, oh, but the rest of it's up for your interpretation. No, you just wrote a shitty story, is what you did. Don't fucking act like you're some sort of brilliant writer, you asshole. I don't know. I'm like creating this fucking like idea in my head for the writers that isn't even there. It's just like completely fictitious, but I want to believe that that's what they're doing here, because it gives me an excuse to hate them even more. Yeah, so this game was shitty, like through and through. Very few redeeming qualities about it. That's not true. There are some redeeming qualities. I liked the atmosphere a lot of the time. It did a good job with that. Sound design sometimes was good. It felt lacking at times, like as if like if you're not making a step or something, it's just completely silent. And so I wasn't a big fan of that, but when there was sound, it was well done, I feel like, for the most part. Voice acting was hit or miss. Some of them did a decent job, some of them did not. But yeah, I mean, I've made points before in this playthrough where it's just like the game had a lot of potential, but it just seems like it lacked any sort of polish, and it just didn't have. I could be wrong, but it feels like it didn't have enough of a budget to be able to do what it was trying to do. Like, it seems like it was trying to be a callback to old school horror games like, you know, Clock Tower, or, you know, even later than that, like one of the early Resident Evil games, or even one of the early Silent Hill games. That's kind of the vibe I was getting, but it doesn't have the polish or the charm that any of those games do. It tried to have the polish, and if they went for something that was a little bit more relative, they probably would have been able to accomplish it. But this game was just so ambitious in what it wanted to do, and it didn't work. Like, okay, look at a game like Downfall. There are a lot of issues with that game, but it knew what it could do with its budget. It didn't try to go 3D. It was a 2D side-scrolling game. And I feel like this game could have done that. It easily could have done that. There wouldn't have been any problems, really. It just would have made things easier for the developers, and it would have cost less money. And virtually everything would have been the same. Basically, just make Clock Tower again, except for the PC. And it just has voice acting and stuff. I don't even know if Clock Tower had voice acting, but I would imagine not. In any case, this game just gets voice acting and it's just, you know, maybe better looking graphics than a traditional 2D side scroller would. But do it that way. I don't see what the harm is in doing that, or do it like an Oxenfree sort of thing where it's not side scrolling completely. There is some three-dimensional aspects to it, but it's still like a more wide shot sort of perspective where it doesn't force you to have like this massive budget when it comes to creating the graphics and things like that. And I feel like that makes it to where they wouldn't have had to sacrifice in other aspects, like the gameplay, for example. The gameplay was fucked to no end. The running, whenever I had to run from something, I was constantly battling with the shitty controls. This game, here's the thing, with a game like Telltale games, like The Walking Dead or Minecraft Story Mode or Wolf Among Us or any of those, they do have this similar sort of style where it's like you're moving forward and you point and click on things at the same time. The thing is that with Walking Dead, it doesn't just relegate you to simply clicking, you know? Like it has you click on things, but it has you click on items, on focus points. Like, okay, there's something going on over by that dumpster. I'm gonna click on the dumpster and that'll prompt me to walk over there and check on it. Otherwise, I'm moving around with other aspects, you know, like with the controller, for example. Now, the same thing as mouse and keyboard, obviously, but you have the stick. That's how you move. And then you use the other stick to focus, like, the little, like, highlighter, and then you press A or X or whatever to, you know, get the action to happen. Whereas this is all focused with the fucking mouse, and that's a problem. You can't do that with a game like this. You can do it if it's a 2D side-scrolling game, but if it's 3D, it causes a lot of fucking problems. And I don't know how they didn't realize this as they were making it. Like, I don't feel like it would be that difficult to bind keys on your keyboard to movement, you know, using WASD, as opposed to having everything be clickable. It makes things more streamlined and basic and simple, but it also makes things so much more difficult to navigate, and it's so fucking frustrating, and I'm getting mad just talking about it. I don't understand what they were thinking. This game has so many problems, and it's one of the worst games I've played in it is the worst game I played in at least a year, maybe several years. I'm not even certain yet. And I give it, I dock points from it simply because of its pedigree. The people behind this have made, like the people, or the inspiration behind this has a major factor behind it. The fact that this is a spiritual successor to Clock Tower means that there are expectations that comes with this shit. And if you're not going to follow through on that, and you're going to create a game that has no polish, and you're going to create a game that has pretty terrible voice acting half the time, and terrible controls, and terrible gameplay, then I dock points even more, because you're trying to live up to something, and you're failing miserably at it. A game that is heralded as a cult classic among horror games in Clock Tower, and Nightcry doesn't live up to that pedigree, just whatsoever. And look, my understanding this was a crowdfunded game, so I know there are a lot of people that were passionate, and I know there are actually some defenders of this game. I don't know how, but there are. And to those people, that's cool if you like the game and all, but you can't deny that there are serious mechanical flaws with this game at a base level that the developers just either ignored out of pure laziness or didn't have the budget to be able to completely polish. Either way, it's unforgivable, and releasing this game in the state and expecting people to pay $25 seems kind of ridiculous, at least from my perspective. I don't know, like, and you know, just glossing back over the story for a brief second. This story, it seems like there's something there. There's some good stuff in this. There is. That's the other thing. It's just, that's why what I mean when I say wasted potential. It's not all bad. There are good things. The problem is that the bad parts outweigh them tremendously, and it makes it really disappointing. It makes it really upsetting because I see what they were going for. I see what they were trying to do, and clearly they had passion in this, and they just squandered it tremendously, and that's really unfortunate. But getting back to the story, there were good aspects to it that I liked, but it just seems like there are so many unanswered questions, so many things that they brought up that they never really address later on, and that's just a sign of bad storytelling. Unless I am completely just, I was ignorant of things that were in front of me and around me, and I'm completely stupid and just didn't get it right, and in that case, shame on me. But otherwise, I don't know, just not the most consistent storyline ever. Anyway, battery's starting to run out, so I'm gonna close it out here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe and all that, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, correctly. Oh shit. Oh no. Fuck off. The car exactly. I keep on doing this. I keep on forgetting I need to open the inventory and use the item in the inventory. Stupid. Get that in your head, please.